Hey beloveds, welcome to Beanie TV. I have like a burp in my throat. Welcome to Beanie TV, where I offer you sprinkles of spiritual sassiness. So let's actually get right into today's video. So a few weeks ago, May 22nd to be exact, I tweeted something that definitely resonated with people and I want to talk about it. So I tweeted, be sure to follow me on Twitter. And be sure to, if you have not already, join my self-love e-course. You will be thankful for it. It's only $10 this month. DM me on Instagram if you are interested. And here we go. I tweeted, just because someone loves Jesus, just because someone can read charts, just because someone likes crystals, and just because someone lives holistically does not mean they are for you and meant to be in your life. God. That's a real thing that I have had to learn over and over and over and over again. I have literally dozens of stories where I have met someone where I'm just like, oh, they love Jesus. I love Jesus. They have crystals. I have crystals. They love, I love. And then I meet them and I hang out with them and I'm like, you suck. You don't vibe with me. We don't vibe together. You don't let me be me. I can't stand you. Like, I think that because sometimes we can get really lonely. And anything that feels good surface level, or anything that feels good within the first meeting, first few weeks of hanging out, you take that as, oh my God, this person is my friend. Oh my God, this person is amazing. Oh my God, I've met my match. And it's like, no. So the last occurrence that I had, and for me, I used to have this happen a lot with people that are in the holistic spiritual life, and I'm done with it. That story is done. I am inviting in amazing, wonderful, good-hearted, loving people who relate to my values and beliefs into my life, because I'm done with that other stuff. So 2 stories. So there was a girl who I was a huge fan of on YouTube as well as Instagram, who was all about like empowerment and goodness, holistic living, manifesting. And one day she had like an event and I went to the event, but it wasn't an event. I was the only one that showed up. And it was basically that person selling products that they were an endorser or an ambassador for. So this person was basically just trying to get people to come and buy this like random stuff. And I was the only one that showed up, y'all, to this random ass house. I was the only one that showed up at this random ass house. They tried to say it was a day of self-love. They just wanted to sell stuff. And I played cool. I was listening to everything that they were talking about. At one point, the owner of the house wanted to like give me a special treatment for a special price. And I just played it cool. And then I left and I was upset and disgusted. And I got on the phone with my good friend Nayela. And she was just like, you know, this is something that is like constantly happening with you. And I'm like, so we went on a rant about how just because someone advocates, looks like, appears to be on social media, what is the root of it? And that's what I'm saying. Some people, you might think that they are for you and they're supposed to be in your life, but what are they rooted in? You know, what are they rooted in? And I don't know what she was rooted in. I don't know if she was just rooted in money. I don't know, but I know she wasn't rooted in what I'm rooted in, because that wasn't no motherfucking self-love, self-care day. Okay, that was you being a QVC shopping person, like on the TV trying to sell me something that I don't need. And I was really upset. And I think the perception is that with someone who is holistic, vegetarian, living well, whatever, that they are a certain way, that they're rooted and grounded and peaceful. And it's like, maybe that's my mistake of having expectations like that of those people. But I have met a lot of them and they suck. They suck when it comes to, I think they suck when it comes to their business side, because the business side, the money side, shows and reveals that that's actually what they're rooted in, and then they end up revealing themselves. So let's talk. So that's just more of like the spiritual side, the holistic side, whatever. So what I learned from that is I'm going to attract amazing people that are rooted in what I'm rooted in and working for the greatest and highest good for all, not just for money, not just for fame. Those things are coming, but that is not the root. So that is what I've learned from that. And I've learned to not be so eager. Not be so eager to like meet somebody who might be in the same field as you, or meet somebody who might be in the same industry as you. No. So I left that situation. I was just like, okay, never again. Like, that was a trap. Another situation is this girl that I met through the church that I used to go to, and how she was like, she had me believing that she was super like faith filled and that she could hear the spirit, which cool, good, great. Like, we all can, right? Like, great. But then she would like come over my house and critique the Buddha that I had on my case, or the crystals that I had on my bookshelf. And then because I was in a weird fuzzy time of who I was as a Christian and what I believed in and God, I was in a fuzzy space, and I was just like, oh, maybe she's right. Maybe I shouldn't have these things. So then I ended up like throwing my Buddha head away. I threw away my crystals, and I unfortunately kind of started transforming into her and kind of being with her and under her influence. And she really had me thinking that like she was super in faith, but then she became like homeless. She thought that she was like, I don't know. She kept thinking that she kept thinking that God was going to provide her rent for her every single month without her doing anything or getting a real job. And then she got kicked out and had to live in her car. So I was sitting here like low-key being influenced by someone that is just trying to figure it out like the rest of us. And what connected us was the love of Christ. But unfortunately, the way that she lived her life and the way that I wanted to live my life, I never ever have been someone that judged somebody based upon their religious beliefs or whatever. There's certain things that I will not enter into, but for the most part, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Like, what you want? Okay, cool. Yes, cool. Yeah. I would never say, oh, you shouldn't believe in that. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, that's not me. That's not the way I was raised. That's not who I've been programmed to be at all. So when I came to myself and let that friendship go, I realized that that's what she was doing to me, making me feel like I couldn't love Jesus and crystals at the same time. So I give those two stories because those are two stories that kept happening for me, was whether it be someone who's like, who's into holistic living or whatever. And it's so crazy because as I'm speaking to you guys, those are two sides of me, right? Like the high vibrating universe, yes, and then I love Jesus, come on, bring on that holy fire. And I kept meeting these people that were reflections of that, but not rooted in love. They were not rooted in love. So I am thankful that I understand that now, that I got that message loud and clear, and I am receiving people that are rooted in love and that are ordained by God to come into my life and assist in making my life better, me making their lives better. So take your time with people. Take your time with people. Let them show you who they are. Don't dive head first. Don't dive deep first. Take a moment. Even if you have things in common, take a moment. How does this person live their everyday life? What are their beliefs? How do they treat people? Okay, because there's another time where I thought that me and this person, we was gonna be and I did not like the way that they would treat the cleaning people at our job. They would look at them with such disgust. But then this person was so cool with me, so nice with me, but I was always so kind to the cleaning people because you have to be, because they're fucking human. And there were so many signs before ultimately I got the ultimate sign. I was like, okay, this person is a no. But there were so many signs that I was ignoring, that this person didn't have the same values and beliefs as me. This person didn't treat people the way that I treat people, or that I do my best to treat people. Because, you know, I can have an attitude if I want to, or if I can be a bitch if I want to. But yeah, so take your time in seeing the way people are. And it's okay to say, you know what, especially in the beginning, run when you can. Especially in the beginning, it's okay to be like, you know what, I'm good. I'm good. May God light your path. God is lighting my path, and I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna be by myself with I'm gonna be with myself for a little bit, and I'm gonna go. So yeah, not everybody who likes what you like is for you. And why would you don't want to be surrounded with fake people just being nice to you because they just want to be around you or whatever. Like, you don't want to do that at all. So take your time. And if you feel that little thing that's like, shit, even if you meet me and you feel that little thing, listen to it. Because maybe I'm not for you. And maybe I am. We don't know. Can't wait to meet you though. Can't wait to meet ya. Alright, thank you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you are resonating and vibing with what I am saying, because that's a real thing. Just because someone likes crystals, just because someone eats green juices, just because someone does Kundalini yoga, just because someone goes to church every Wednesday, does not mean they're for you. Let me know in the comments below how y'all are feeling about this topic. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next video.